here, and just went to the regionals last weekend, October 16th at Orlando, and yeah, just a quick video, tell you how it went and anything else that I might have pulled. Alright, basically before the tournament started, I had the same deck as last time, but right before I pull a nice little pot. So I replaced Gold Sparkle with this as soon as I got it, and right before the tournament started too. So that was pretty sweet. Basically already winning. I felt like I won just with pulling this, so that was pretty good. All right, but for the actual deck and the matchups, I finished 6-2. 225 people. Finished 20th place, so got my invite, and I'll just tell you how that actually went. I guess against the actual decks I went up against. First round, I went up against Infernities, and I usually a very good matchup, but he drew Gold Sark both duels. He 2-0'd me. That was my first round loss, and he all he needed to do was giant grenade, and from there it was just all downhill. So it was kind of a rough start. Then round two, go up against Light Sworns, and I 2-0'd him. Not much. There weren't that much details like in the matches that I 2-0'd him, so that's why I don't want to make this video too long either. Round three, went up against Black Wings. I win 2-0. Round four, another Light Sworn 2-0. Then round five, I go up against Absolute Zero, and this match was pretty long. We went down to like about 5 minutes, and it's usually a pretty good matchup for me, but he was a pretty good duelist, and it just I did end up winning. So, but that was probably the toughest out of all the matches that I won. That was my toughest one, easily. Then round six, went up against Gemini's, with the whole Neo Alias Gemini Spark thing going on there, and I 2-0'd him. I have pretty good matchup for me. Then round seven, where it came in, my second loss. It was against this anti-meta macro deck where the guy ended up topping at the end, so good for him. But it was a very interesting deck. He just had ran the Doom Cows, Thunder King, Cyber Dragons, one second commander, Caius, and like two breakers. And I know when he played against me, I didn't find out until like the third duel. He ended up siding in three Nobleman of Crossouts. His trap lineup was very similar to mine, and he had like even a few more cards to just get rid of my monster. So he noblemans my spy in duel three. He noblemans my spy, and his traps just go taking out my monsters one by one, and he didn't draw any of his monsters till the ending. So then basically at the end, like I had like three cards left. He had five, and he just he won at the end. It was close, and I was kind of disappointed. I didn't think anyone would have three null mana crossouts to put in, and he also put in the two breakers. So it was I mean, he knew what worked, and he hit my spy, and that was like I think that was the turning point in that match. But he went on to top. So and then round eight, I went up against Gravekeepers and won 2-1. So it wasn't an easy match or anything. But yeah, basically that was it with Gravekeepers, same deck, commandants, new pot, warning. Yeah, I mean same deck. You guys have already, if you've seen my last video, the deck didn't change. All I did was add the pot, I replaced it, took out Gold Sark, and I guess the only thing I would change, well, besides my record, in my side deck, uh, yeah, everything seemed to work out pretty well. My side came in handy. It just against this last guy, I mean, and the one I went up against in round seven, like it just like I didn't. I mean, I knew he was running macro because in the first duel I did see Banisher of the Radiance, but basically his trap lineup, like with the 3D prisons, two bottomless, Mirror Force Torrential warning. I don't know if I think he just ran one warning. And then he also, I don't know if he has his main deck or if he put this in from his side, but Sakuretsu armor and widespread ruin, which I did not expect that, and it worked for him. So it was just, you know, kind of sucked. I was pretty upset after that because I was going into that match, 5-1, and if I would have been on set, no, my bad. Yeah, 5-1. If I would have just won that one, I was pretty sure I could have gotten that last win I would have needed. And then the first round, Infernities, like that guy ended up going. I don't think he ended up doing too well, so I was also disappointed with that first round loss. But next regionals I'm gonna be going to is the one in Tampa, which is like 10 minutes from here, from where I live. So, which is like beginning of first week of November. So any of you guys see a Gravekeeper deck, I'll probably be the only. I was the only Gravekeeper deck player there, at least from what I saw. I didn't hear anyone else playing it, and all in all, most of the deck that was run the most, I think, was Black Wings and then Glads. Um, the decks that top though were two Quickdraw plants. Then this one plant build that didn't run Quickdraw Synchron or anything. It was just plants with like pineapple thrown in there. I don't know the specifics about it, but I guess it was like a plant control, something like that. He topped. Absolute Zero, one Glad, let's see, one Zombies, that's 6 decks. The anti-meta macro deck that I played, 7, and one Black Wings, I think, if I haven't said that already. Yeah, so I don't know who ended up winning it. I mean, once I left and I saw where I was placed, I left. So that's basically how I went, and hopefully I can go. Pretty sure I can go X1 at this next one. I mean, that was my second regionals, and it was already an improvement from the first one I went. First one I went, it was 5-3. This one, 6-2. And all I'm trying to do right now is get 2 effect veilers, because I think that would really, like, the matches. The macro one, that one I just wasn't prepared for, because that deck, like, it wasn't like a normal macro deck. It was like a rogue deck that there's just sometimes there are just certain decks you can't really prepare for, don't really expect to go up against. But at least against the Infernities, like with Giant Grenade was what won him with both duels, and I know Effect Veiler would at least do something. And so I'm just trying to get 2 of those now. If any of you have those for trade, I don't really have much for trade yet, so that's why I haven't really put up my trades yet in any videos, but let me know. Pretty sure I'll be able to get them regardless, but it would just be cool. Maybe any of you have them up for trade, and yeah, just let me know. So if I get those 2, I'll probably take out 2 guards for that, and have put the 2 guards side deck. I'll see what I do, but I think Effect Veiler would make my deck just complete. And yeah. All in all, everyone else, all of the rest of my friends, one of them were 6-0. He lost the last 2 rounds. Like, everyone ended up going X2 from my group, and we all ended up at least topping 32. Our highest one was like 12, and yeah, it went well. If you have any questions or comments, like, I'm not sure, but I haven't done one of these videos yet, so I guess just saying how I went. Pulling the pot was definitely that was probably the best thing that happened all day. And I only used it twice in the whole day, and it was already when I had the advantage, so it wasn't really like it helped me out. But I played it on Sunday at my locals, and it has helped me there when I got, I was drawing it more often. So hopefully, I mean, that's gonna stay in there regardless. So yeah, questions, comments, feel free, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, please. And yeah, the next video I'll be doing, I'm not sure, probably around Halloween time or something, maybe before the regionals are. Honestly, I don't think there's anything new. Or if you guys have any videos, any suggestions, like you might want to see with Gravekeepers, that's mainly what my channel is about, just related to Gravekeepers, and because that's what I'm running, and that's really where I guess my expertise would come in, and I don't want to try to pretend to be an expert on other decks that I haven't played as long as this one. But questions on anything, just feel free to ask, and hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, that's it. So peace out and take care. Bye.